Mouta Massi, bringing you the latest happenings in dancehall and reggae music. Jamaica's most colorful and fearless crime fighter ever, retired senior superintendent Reneto has thrown out a challenge to the Andrew Holness-led administration in respect of the now out-of-control crime problem nationally. In an interview with Loop News on Saturday morning, following news of the pending departure of Police Commissioner George Quallo, within days, Adams declared that it hurts him deeply to see the crime situation spiraling out of control. He said he feels so passionate about the issue that he would be prepared to take on the job as commissioner, even for a period of 6 months, as that is all the time he would need to fix the problem. And the offer is even more piercing, as Adams declared that he would take up the post even for free in the national interest. He said, and I quote, "6 months is all I want to bring about significant changes in this country in regards to addressing the spiraling crime problem that has left citizens and other persons in the society in fear. If I'm given the opportunity, I don't even think I would even work for pay. I just have a passion to make sure that decent, law-abiding citizens can go about their business in peace, with the exclusion of any criminal interference," unquote. He said the Jamaica Constabulary Force is presently without a leader who can motivate its members, command the respect of the wider Jamaica, and drive fear into the criminal networks. Interestingly, Adams previously described Commissioner Quallo as a good gentleman whose personality he said was, however, more suited for a senior position in the church. The no-nonsense crime fighter said right now, if a survey is carried out across the island among citizens both in the JLP and the PNP party, even within the church, the result would be a foregone conclusion in acknowledging the extent of public desire for him to be tackling the crime monster that is now in the room. Adams said right now, the overwhelming number of good citizens of the country are living in fear, and it should not be so, but the other way around, with the criminals on the run. He also had a direct message for criminals who are wreaking havoc across the island. He said, and I quote, "Let me make it clear right now. We do not have any bad men again. What we have are some wicked little boys who we can deal with. In my days, what we had were bad men, but they had to comply. And in the event that there were confrontations with the police, they were sent to other destinations, which I won't mention," unquote. Can't manage him. His call for the top crime fighting job comes amid reports that Commissioner Quallo is set to demit office within days. Indications are that Quallo would be stepping down in the first week of February. Adams, now 68 years old, retired from the JCF in June 2008 after spending close to 41 years in the organization. Among his more noted roles in the JCF was as the head of the Preliminary Style Crime Management Unit, CMU, which specialized in heavy-handed policing that clearly drove fear into the minds of criminals across the country. Consequently, the mere presence of members of his unit in hotspots would quickly and significantly reduce serious criminal activities. Seen as a hero in some communities and among most Jamaica, judging by polling results over the years, he was also identified in some circles as being highly controversial. For example, he was associated with bloody, violent incidents such as the shootout between police and gunmen that left 27 people dead in New Kingston in July 2001, the killing of 7 young men at a house in Brayton, St. Catherine 4 months before, and the deaths of 4 people in a house in Quallo district, Clarendon 2 years earlier. In all cases, Adams insisted that his life and those of his men and women under his command came in danger, and the law enforcers were forced to defend themselves. He and his team members were cleared of all allegations of criminal responsibility in each instance. Walk on, people, you don't know Mouta Massi, and I'm bringing you this news here today because you don't know me myself want Reneto Adams back in office. Yes, controversy surrounding name and all of them something there, but him did one of the commissioner them who we know for sure did put a curb on the crime problem in Jamaica. So of course, me personally, would I give him a go? What do we have to lose? What we have to lose? But me ask a question, there's somebody say more lives. But hey, let's give him a chance, right? Because when he was in, the crime problem did occur. If I me alone feel so, let me know. What wanna think, people? What wanna really think? Wanna think say the JLP should I give him a chance as commissioner? As I hear the man say he would even do it without pay. And it would have just take him 6 months. Cause I know bad money ever deal with as some wicked little boy. Right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm Mouta Massi. Magan.
Mouta Massi. Mouta Massi. Covering the latest in Jamaican music and culture. Like, share, comment and subscribe now.
Are you that person, former SSP Reneto Adams? Are you going to apply for the job?
Yes, I'm going to do that.
But you realistically don't expect to be appointed, do you? I mean, given the perception of you, the stigma that is attached to you in many of the parts of the public, that you are somebody who just, you know, when you were in the force, when you went on the road to conduct your operations, you were very trigger happy. That's a perception.
No, not at all.
That's a perception out there.
Yes, that's a perception, but I challenge you to ask the Jamaican people now to vote for a commissioner. And I'll guarantee you that I would win by 95% of the vote.
So you're going to apply and I'm
going to apply.
And you expect to?
And I'm expecting to be selected.
What would you bring to the?
What I would bring to the force, I would unite the force, all the elements of the force. 2, I would be the first commissioner of police, at last, to be an operational police commissioner, who would and will go out there and start a massive operational campaign throughout this country, making sure that criminal elements were kept at bay, to the extent and the objective would be to make sure the Prime Minister, who is having a headache now with crime, goes to his bed sleeping happily. The private sector, they go to their bed sleeping happily. The people, especially who are suffering under this massive criminal situation that is taking place, I would see to it, along with my men and my plan and my organization, the church, everybody, going to bed feeling happy that there was someone there taking care of the crime situation and to make sure that they were not interrupted, as is being done now, by criminal elements.
So you're pretty happy that Mr. Lewin is going? You're
I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I would have wanted to see him succeed if he had just listened. I spoke to him too.
I told him what?
One of the problems you came and saw people who, as it were, and it was said that other commissioners had failed and they had to go. Yet he kept those people in the hierarchy who happened at the time that particular commissioner failed. And he kept them on in the same position. I told him to appoint new people, people who he had confidence in, people who he knows would do the job as it ought to be done.
These are
he didn't get the
officers,
support.
people like who?
He didn't get the support.
ACPs, DCPs?
ACP, DCP, senior soup, right down the line. But like I said before, many of the utterances, his own demeanor, a commissioner's demeanor, goes a far way in influencing the men and women under his command to do the job. Unfortunately, with my own experience, what I've seen, he didn't get that support.